Hello everyone and welcome to the very first stream of the 2024-25 FPL season. We have just 7 days to go, so it was about time I came back in this traditional Friday lunchtime spot. I'm going to be here at 1 o'clock every single week, generally bringing you the big news from the Premier League press conferences. Next week's going to be absolutely massive, but there's plenty of tinkering to do already. So the purpose of this stream is to rate your drafts and also answer your key questions. Also gives me time to get to grips with the new layout. So hopefully you're enjoying what you're seeing so far. If you are here, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel as well. So next week, we'll have all of the press conference times on here. As you can see, my editor has done a phenomenal job with the new ticker ad board. The focus today, though, is getting your team rated. So if you want me to rate your team on this stream, then you need to take a screenshot from the official FPL website or app and then reply to my pinned tweet on Twitter. It's at HollyShand. I think it's pinned in the chat as well, but I will just spam the chat with the link as well. Reply to my pinned tweet with your current draft and I will try and rate as many as I can in the next hour or so. So super excited to have a look at some drafts. I've been tinkering today with the news that Solanke looks like he could be joining Spurs. It looks a little bit more nailed than it did a few weeks ago. I have got a new feature as well, if I can get it to work, in that I can feature your questions in this little box as well, which is amazing. So I can see quite a few of you in already. A good question from Matthew actually earlier. Where can we send our teams to be rated if we don't have Twitter? Well, I do have a Discord channel, so that's perhaps the next best place. I think the link to that should be somewhere in the description of this, even if it's just a link right at the bottom on a little bar. So you can drop it in the Discord as well if that's easier for you. I can see the lights bouncing off my glasses today, which is not great. Lots of members in, so good to see you back. Ali Razer is in. Quite a few members joined me for a test stream a few hours ago so that I could make sure that everything was working. VJ is in and modding. Good to see you. We've got Gurney in. This is my first year taking FPL seriously. Last year I made a team and left it for the whole year, a proper ghost team. So hopefully you can only improve from here, Gurney. Rubber Ducky is in with a quack quack. Nelson is in. I'm going to try and look for your names as well when I go through Twitter. Light Rays is in, says hi Holly and everyone. Zelda, good to see you. Welcome to Glyn. Jandre, hi Holly and everyone in the chat. Mike is in. I've definitely seen your draft somewhere. We've got Floxy in. My team's too good to share. I love that confidence. Juicebox just tweeted my team for you. So it's good to see so many of you here, and a big shout out to Neil as well, who couldn't join us earlier. Hi Holly and everyone, glad to be edging closer to the start of the season. Lalex has created a Twitter just to send the team. Robert's looking for some ways to improve. So great to see so many of you in already. As I said, hit that like button if you haven't done so already and subscribe to the channel because it really does help me out. We're going for 100 likes to start with. We've not quite got 100 in, but they will be coming. Simon is in and part of the mod squad again today, so good to see you as well. Gonna hop over to another scene now. So yeah, the focus is rating your drafts on this one, so Twitter is the best place to go. I'm gonna load up Twitter. I mean, I know people call it X now, but I'm still team Twitter, to be fair. Is this you, Neil? I think it could be. So we'll start off with you. Yeah, Matthew, I said go to the Discord if you've not got Twitter. So Neil's initial draft And it's typical, every Friday the grass cutters come out. Can you hear this? Now I've moved into the garage, it's a lot noisier than it was. FPL Chai is in. Great to see you as well. So Neil's gone with Flecken in goal. It's a Haaland and Salah draft in a 3-5-2. I like the Haaland Salah double up. So yeah, that's a great start there. Flecken, I think now that Johnston looks like he's leaving Palace, I think if you go in with a 4.5, Henderson perhaps looks like the one. I'm guessing you've rushed a little bit here with the screenshot with Fez starting. I should imagine it would be Mikalenko. So you've gone with Vardiol, 4.5s in Fez. I think that's fine. I think given that I think you could get away with looking at Barco at Brighton, who's going to start the season deputising for Stupinan. He's on corners. And then in midfield, I love Gibbs White, Gordon and Eze, very popular picks. Ahmad the punt here, but I don't hate it. And you've got a little bit of depth because you've got Armstrong as that 8th attacker as well. So I quite like this draft, to be fair. Gordon and Eze aren't players that I've got in my own draft, but I think they're very good value. Ahmad is the punt. I think I prefer Bob, if I'm honest, because I think Bob's a bit more guaranteed minutes. The things that you're missing, you've got no Arsenal at all. I think if you're planning an early wild card, getting Arsenal in for the first 3 weeks with Wolves and Brighton at home in game week 1 and 3 is important. No Chelsea attack, which is a little bit scary as well. But I think the overall balance of the squad is nice. Now I'm just going to... hang on. Let's pop it in here. So this is... Oh, can't even spell Neil now. So that's Neil's draft. I'm also going to get your rating, your AI team rating on Fantasy Football Hub. You can do this as well. Let me just get the link. I'll drop this in the chat. I think it is in the description. Hang on, I've lost the chat. Where have you gone? There we go. So everyone can get their free AI team rating on Fantasy Football Hub as well. So I'll run this through. A little peek through at the members. Emojis there. Yeah, in terms of where to get your team rated outside of X, definitely Discord is your next best point of call. Oh, don't want that yet. Yeah, but X is the main one. So you've got a 94% team rating, Neil, according to Fantasy Football Hub. So I think that's very good. I don't think I've seen any that much higher for people that have gone with Salah and Haaland. Interestingly, have you built it on Hub? You seem to have got great value because you've got, you know, 2 rotating goalkeepers. I think you could save 0.5 there to upgrade Ahmad to like Smith Rowe. But I feel like you've been quite inventive there with the budget to have Armstrong as your 5th attacker. I think that's a really, really strong draft. So yeah, everyone can get their team rated on Fantasy Football Hub for free using the link in the description. Or I think I put it... Did I put it in the chat as well? I think I put it in the chat as well. And right now, it's 50% off at Fantasy Football Hub and win your league or your money back. One great thing that they've just launched is the AI chatbot. So if anyone's got any questions, we'll give this a little go as well. So I can see Gurney is asking about, or saying that he prefers João Pedro over Armstrong. So let's ask the chatbot, who is the best 5.5 million forward? See what it comes up with. It's dotting at me. Maybe I've asked it. Oh, here we go. The best 5.5 million forward based on predicted points is João Pedro from Brighton, with a total of 17.9 predicted points over the first 4 game weeks. Let's say compare João Pedro and, can't spell, Adam Armstrong. So this is available for Fantasy Football Hub members. You'll also get, you know, some insight into how to optimise your team. Hopefully I've done that right. So Adam Armstrong is a better option over the next 4 game weeks. Oh, João Pedro's dropped now to 14.7. Both players are priced at 5.5, but Armstrong has more favourable upcoming fixtures and a higher predicted points per game week. So it seems a bit conflicting there in terms of advice for Armstrong. We've got a super chat in from Kamal. Thank you, Kamal. He says, welcome back, Holly and FPL. Good to see you back, Kamal. Thank you for sort of supporting the channel. And this in from Simon saying it says 11 months, but it's actually a year in 2 days' time. Loving it. You will get a different badge next to your name, Simon, once it ticks over to 2 years. Here's to a good season, good times, and good company. It's lovely to start the season on such positive, Simon, so thank you. Right, so that's Neil's draft, and he had this to say: I will take that on your comments. I did run this through the hub and was on 93%. Agree with Ahmed. As a Man United fan, Bob is hard, but really value your thoughts. Yeah, it is difficult to put those kind of club biases to one side. I get that. Right, shall we do another one? I'm just trying to make sure I'm picking people that I know are definitely in the chat. We've got 91 people in, which is brilliant, so thank you. I'm just seeing who else we've got in because I have missed a few. FPL Chai is in. He says, oi, oi. Marcus says 1 week to go. I'm sure I've seen one from you, Marcus, as well. Let's have a look. It's getting a bit warm in here already. Hiding myself in a dark room on a nice day. Let's give this a refresh. Yeah, so if you want to get your team rated, yeah, you need to drop a screenshot from the FPL app or website onto... here's Marcus, look. Onto the pin tweet, and then I'll rate them from there. Juicebox says I'm Andy Slow. Right, so let's have a look at Marcus's. Gooner's FPL gives you an insight. So 3-4-3. Another Flecken in goal. Again, I think I prefer Henderson because he looks nailed now. Trent in the back line. So he's managed to afford Haaland, Salah and Trent. Isaac and Mooney's the other strikers that look great. Eze, Gibbs-White and Kunku. Looking at this draft, I can't really argue with it. The only thing I would say is no Arsenal is a little bit of a compromise here. I think Winks looks to be the best cheap midfielder at the moment. But other than that, I think that's a really solid draft. I don't know if I gave Niels a rating, but I think this, yeah, I say it's an 8 out of 10, this one. There's a few kind of players I would improve in the price points, but overall I think it's really great. I've missed a few more important bits in the chat. So Akshat, hang on, I'm still learning how to do this chatbot thing. It's a what's the word? It's a Chrome extension, and I've only started using it today. Akshat says, welcome back, Holly. Cheers to the new season. He said he was going to be late, but he wasn't. Simon says, please hit the like button, good people. How are we doing on likes? We've got 92 of you in. 33 likes, so we could do a little bit better than that. And then a super chat in from Kamal Hussein. He says he's playing a 3-4-3. Henderson, Trent, Mikalenko, Martinez, Salah, Eze, Gordon and Kunku, Rodgers, Isak, Robot. So he's gone with the Salah, Isak, Salah, Haaland, which I like. Isak, can't argue with that. Eze, Gordon and Kunku, all solid picks. Rodgers is the bit of a punt, but if you need to fit a 5 million in, he looks okay. I'm not sold on Martinez, if I'm honest. I think Manchester United have got too many injury issues at the moment to really invest in their defence. Feel like a bit of an unknown to me. So I'd maybe look at swapping him for maybe like an Anderson, because he rotates really nice with Mykolenko. 1 million in the bank. I'd be tempted to upgrade Rodgers then. I really like Smith Rowe because it gives you that cover in the first game of the season, which is always a nice one to have. Thank you very much for the super chat, Kamal. I'd give your draft again, I think, yeah, 8 out of 10. Really like the structure. Again, there's a couple of little positions that I'd maybe change in your squad, but overall it's looking pretty solid. Everyone's loving the robot comment. Gary's in and he says, second last season in Holly's Heroes. Did so well looking for top spot this season. So the Holly's Heroes, I think, is the Discord league. So if you join my Discord, then you'll get the link to join that league. Yeah, we're almost up to 100, which is great. Question from Sudir that I'm going to ask the AI chatbot, which is Havertz and Gibbs-White. Let's see if it can do this. Havertz and Gibbs-White. Or Odegaard and Wood. I mean, if it was me, I think it would be Odegaard and Wood. I'm not keen on Havertz. I think he's going to be playing 8. And even though he looked decent in pre-season friendly, it's just talked about Havertz. Fair enough. Yeah, I think in terms of the options there, I think I'm not that sold on Havertz. I love this from VJ as well. Give a like. Takes only 3.5 seconds. I timed it. Keep bringing the drafts to me then, guys. If you head to Twitter and go on my pinned tweet, then I can rate your drafts. So let's see who we've got. I'm not seeing Chewy in. Killer Rat, I know I've did yours earlier on the trial stream. Greg, have I seen Greg in the chat? Oh, John Dre is in. I've seen his. Let's go, John Dre. The only issue is I can't give you your AI team rating, John Dre, because it's not from the official FPL app. But I'll give it a rating anyway. So you've gone Salah, no Haaland. For me, Haaland's a bit of a must-have. It does afford you Son, but I think if Solanke gets the move to Spurs and he's going to start in game week 1, then I think he could be the one that's more preferable. But looking at the picks, Henderson, Vardy, Trent, Porro, great. Midfield, Eze, Son, Gordon, Salah, great. Isak, it's the front line. For me, I think if you're not getting Haaland, you need a Watkins or a Solanke in there. Going with the 2 6s feels a little bit negative. You've got Nkunku on your bench, so that's a strong front 8, but you do need to bench one of them each week. So spend a bit more money on that forward line. I would drop one of Eze, Gordon or Nkunku. Maybe Gordon, as you've got Isak. Get Nkunku. Send Gordon down to a 4.5. That's going to free up 2.5. And then you could easily turn Muniz or Wood into a Watkins or a Solanke. That's what I'd do. It's incredible what no Haaland affords, but yeah, it's risky. It's risky going no Haaland. For me, he's a lock. What happens if he scores a hat-trick game week 1 and then game week 2 he plays Ipswich at home and you've not got a route to him? So I think the balance feels a bit off. All the player picks are solid, but I think the balance feels a bit off. So that's a 6 out of 10. Hype Warrior's come in with a bit of a cop-out here. He said he's just going to copy my team. I think if you're copying anything, at least if you want a starting point, if you're a Hub member, you can access the AI best team for Game Week 1. I did record a video on the Hub channel yesterday with this. Gives you a great starting point, a solid starting point to build from if you're really stuck. Some nice ideas in here. This is a seller-only team. But yeah, it gives you that nice starting point, and then you can build up your transfers from here. It's not really that important how you start the season, it's what you do with it from that point. So have a look at that as well. Right, who else have we got? Just trying to see. Oh, Rubber Ducky. We'll go with Rubber Ducky. So Rubber Ducky has gone with a Haaland-only draft. Henderson in goal, great. Vardiol, Trent, Livramento, like those picks. Konsa Barco on the bench is fine. I think with Livramento, we kind of want Trippier to leave, but even if he doesn't, I think Livramento will initially start the season, but we don't know what's going to happen longer term. So that's something to monitor, but with two good sub-defenders, I don't think you'll hit any trouble there. We've got a midfield of Jota, Odegaard, Rodgers and Gibbs-White. Rodgers would maybe be my only concern there in terms of these player picks. And then up front, we've got Haaland, Havertz, Isak. I think double Arsenal attack is a little much, but Havertz could easily be switched for Solanke. Jota, if he starts the season up front, could be great. So there's lots of potential in here. Nkunku benched as well, so I imagine Rodgers most weeks will be first up. I think, for me, there's maybe a couple of risks here. Sorry, just going to save that. There's a couple of risks there. So I'd probably go 7 out of 10. Because I think if you're not going Haaland Salah, then all the other picks need to be solid. Let's get a rating for you then, Rubber Ducky. So if anyone can get this free team rating, use the link in the description to get your team rated. But then if you're a member on Hub, you can then get the recommended transfers as well. Are we up to 50 likes? We are. Incredible job, guys. Make sure that you're hitting that subscribe button as well. So have I optimized? Yeah, we're optimized. So you've got an 87% rating there, Rubber Ducky. And then if we look at your recommended transfers to see where this team can be improved. So the AI is liking the look of Brereton Diaz, who looks like he could be a starter. I think the problem with Jota, great potential for game week 1, but then game week 1 he could be playing number 9, but by game week 3 he could be benched or injured, knowing Jota. So there's a few areas that the AI recommends you can make some upgrades there. But that was your rating, Rubber Ducky. Thank you for that one. I've also had a super chat from Jandre, whose draft I think I've just... it was yours that I just rated, wasn't it? I believe it was. Could be wrong though. Arteta has been impressed with Jesus this season. He likes the link play with him, Havertz and Trossard. I think he will start up front. Thoughts on Jesus? Yeah, absolutely. I can't remember. Let's have a look for this. Exactly what Arteta said on Jesus. I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday? When was the 7th? Maybe it was Wednesday. The first feeling when I saw him this summer, it was something different. I could sense it. The energy was different. The way he looks is different. The way he moves is different. He looks good. Like, I think that bodes well for starts for Jesus, if I'm honest. Which does make me worry that Havertz will be an 8. Although Havertz played as an 8 for half of the game, the last friendly game, and he still did very well. Hype Warriors asking to see my team. Right, let me try and open the right tab. So this is very fluid at the moment, I'll be honest with you. I'll be locking in probably in 6 days' time. We've got a huge weekend ahead where we've got basically every team involved in pre-season friendlies. That's going to be huge. So for me, I'm not locking in yet. Today I tried on this is me trying on a Solanke draft for size. So Haaland, Isak, Solanke. If Solanke's going to start game week 1 as a Spurs player, he's going to be in my forward line with Haaland and Isak. That's pretty much locked, barring some sort of catastrophe. I'm keen to get in Salah as well. I think Nkunku gives me good Chelsea cover. I think Smith Rowe gives me an interest in the first kickoff of the season. Gibbs White, I am looking at Bailey as well, who got double digits for attacking returns, goals and assists last season. And then the back line, I like Vardiol, I like Gabriel, I like White as well. Henderson in goal feels like a bit of a lock. So we're getting there. So that's where I am at the moment, but it could change. Right, let's have a look at some more drafts then. I've seen Chewy FPL is in the chat now, so I'll scroll back up to his. So we've gone Henderson in goal. Hang on, is this going to give me a better view? Yeah, Henderson in goal, great. Haaland and Isak up front, can't argue with that. Salah as well. Bailey, Eze, Gordon and Nkunku. This is a really nice draft. I don't think I could really critique it much at all. I think Mykolenko Anderson is a nice rotation. I'm sure Robinson Anderson is as well. You'll have looked into that. I'm not the biggest fan of Konza. And I do like including Barco. But other than a bit of critique of that defence, I can't say there's a lot wrong with this draft. I guess you're missing Arsenal and you're missing Spurs attack. But you've got some solid picks in there as well. Let me save this one. So if we go to... Yeah, let's get this... Hang on. I'll rate this one as well on Fantasy Football Hub for you as well, Chewy, to get your rating. 94 out of 100 again. So another solid draft. I'm interested to see, actually. Let me load your drafting into here and get the recommended transfers. So if you want to get your draft rated, you can do that for free using the link in the description to the video. But if you want to get your recommended transfers to improve your team, then you have to be a hub member. But you can get 50% off right now, which I think will expire by the game week 1 deadline. So now's as good a time as any. Let's see what it recommends for you, Chewy. Have a little drink while it's loading. So again, it's like in Robertson. Barco is one I mentioned. Yeah, so a bit of food for thought there. But yeah, really solid draft. I like that one. It's just, I think Spurs and Arsenal are... tempting. Oh, look at what Killer Rat's just done. Thank you so much. Killer Rat has gone and gifted 5 memberships. Oh, Chewy, you're one of the ones that got it. It's your lucky day. Gurney's got a membership. Simon, Blues fan, Chewy, and Eliove. John, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Remember, channel members have been getting some early access to videos. They had their own stream this morning. The WhatsApp group has been busy. Lots of tinkering of drafts. And there's all the emojis as well. We've got the, what is it? The Football Content Award emoji. We've got the WhatsApp emoji, the football, the captain. Yeah, thank you, John. Right. Where were we? You've distracted me now with your kindness. Right, shall we do another draft rating then? See what we've got. I'll give it a refresh. I'll tell you what, I'll go in the notifications. Oh, Simon's on with it now. Thank you, Simon, as well. Another 5 memberships gifted. Thank you so much. Oh, guys. Matthew Kroll's one of them that got gifted a membership. Bonkers LFC, Jamie, Emmanuel, and LFC Marlu. Incredible, you two. Long-term members and giving up the memberships in the chat. Thank you so much. Honestly, I don't know what to say. I'm blown away, guys. You're so kind. I can't keep focused on what I'm meant to do. Right, who have I seen that's been asking for a rating? Completely lost me now. Hang on. Ali Razer said you just passed me, pick mine. Yeah, I thought you'd be about. Go on then, we'll do Ali Razer's then. I'm not going to be able to give you a rating because I think you need to be on the pick page. So you've gone Raya. I quite like the Raya shout, you know. I think he's a good route into the Arsenal defence. And if you remember last season, so many managers were opting for the double Arsenal defence. And you've got it here, which is great. You've also got Trent and Vardy, so really, really solid defence. No Haaland, though. That's the compromise. But you have got Vardiol. Oh, now Akshat's come in and done another 5 gifted. I can't believe it. This time it's Bailey, Lalex, Nixie, Fizz and Finn that got them. So massive thank you to the mod squad. Akshat, John and Simon all gifted the 5 memberships. Thank you, guys. You're too kind. Too kind. Make sure you say thank you if you was one that got one of those. Right, what were we saying? So, in terms of the front 7, Isak, Solanke, Muniz, Eze, Saka, Salah, Gordon. It is a mouth-watering draft. It just lacks Haaland. That is the only thing. Would you fancy a Bob just as a bit of cover for game week 1? That would be my thing, but I've not, as a Haaland only draft, sorry, a Salah only draft, it's probably one of the best ones I've seen. I'd like to see Watkins in there, to be fair, as well. Oh, John. Thank you. You're making me just go quiet because I don't quite know what to say. I'm blown away. So John has come in and gifted 10 memberships, guys. This time, the chat can't even keep up. This time, those that have got them are Steve, Charlie, Marcin, Jason, Espam, Regnozzo, Wolf Machine, Gurney, Kiet, Paul, and Odin. So if you were one of those that got one of those memberships, then make sure you're saying a massive thank you to John. Light Race says, is it Christmas? Not for you, Light Race, because you haven't got one. I'm only joking. I'm joking. Right. There's lots of requests. I'm struggling to keep track of who's asking. Ashley says, are they gifted to people in the chat or random subscribers? I think it's people in the chat. I'm pretty sure. Let me just, while I'm in here, give this a retweet as well, so that more people can join us. It just keeps coming. Simon. Oh, thank you. I honestly don't know what to say. I've never had, like, occasionally someone would gift memberships, and it is lovely when that happens. But never to this degree. This time, Light Rays, you got one. Well done, it is Christmas. Tiggy, David, and Al, Mohammed, James, Akbar, Chicken Connoisseur's dad, Edwin, Ismail, and Steve says Holly is the goat. The mods are the goats. I can see Matthew has been asking to get his team rated, and he has left it on the Discord. So I'm going to go in and try and find his as well. There's a few in the Discord. Is that you, Ali Razer? There's a few that have turned up. There is a league code somewhere. Where have you left your draft? I don't know where it's gone. I'll come back to it. I will come back to it. VJ, how many memberships have been gifted now? Basically, you need to tell everyone to join. We're gonna have no normal viewers at this rate. All members. Amazing, VJ. So VJ's gifted memberships go to Stephen, Mon, Cinema's Chicken Coop, Mike, and Mark. Right. I need to track down some more of your drafts, don't I? So let's have a look. I'm just trying to pick out names that I recognise from the chat. Logan. Was Logan in? Have I seen a Logan? Juicebox says Andy Slow. There is an Andy, but that's not you. Stewie, Jake, Harry. I can't keep track. There's tons. Oh, Gurney. I've seen Gurney in. Let's do Gurney. Yours is on there. You are the lucky one that's been chosen this time. So we've got another Salah-only draft. I've talked about Havertz already, how I'm not a big fan. So Watkins or Solanke would be where I would go there. I can't actually remember. Is Solanke and Havertz the same price? Solanke's cheaper, so I definitely go Solanke over Havertz. Salah, but then you don't need Son, and you've mentioned Palmer. I think it's one of those though, when you change things, other things change. So, if you move Havertz to Solanke, you can probably change Son to Palmer, but then you probably don't need Nkunku, but you can get another 6.5, like a Gibbs White or a Bailey. Moon is benched. I think the structure's a little bit off here because you've got quite a bit on your bench with Mooney's. A 6 million striker's probably a bit much, Gurney, to swap. Son to Saka. Yeah, that would be good. Yes, yeah. So if you went Havertz to Solanke, Son to Saka, Eze good and Nkunku, fine. Vardiol, Mikalenko, Munoz, Raya. Yeah, solid. I'll get you your AI rating as well. Gurney. Am I saying that right? Who knows? $97 out of 100. Wow. I think the AI would probably say, don't bench Moonies. Let's have a look what it says actually. Save plan. Optimize. Hang on, that's not right. Try again. Give it a refresh. Computer says no. Simon with a really important point in the chat as well. For those of you gifted a membership, please like and subscribe. Please share the stream as well. Let's spread the word. Yeah, so it says bench Nkunku game week 1, marginally over Mooney's. But yeah, really great draft. Yeah, John says sells Henderson and Flecken over a good 4.5 million keys. So if we look at predicted points over the opening 4 game weeks, it's Flecken followed by Sells, followed by Steele on the predictions. Right. So shall we do another one? I feel like I've done Ali Razer. Andy Lowe. Andy Slow. Yeah, I've seen Andy. So Haaland only draft. Again, Solanke over Havertz would be the way, especially if you've got Saka anyway. Son is probably don't need triple Spurs though if you are going Solanke. So, but yeah, you could go to anyone else there. You've got an Arsenal defender in Zinchenko who could be great short term, but maybe not the best long term. So yeah, just bear that in mind. Pickford, I'm not seeing him many drafts, but I still think he could be a good pick. So yeah, quite a lot to think about in this draft, but yeah, it's looking pretty solid in terms of the clubs that you're covering, the players that you've got in there. No Liverpool though. Would you fancy a punt on Jota short term? Right, let's see in the Discord. We've had a few in the Discord as well. Matthew's been asking since Matthew was here before the stream even started. So I've got to do Matthew's. I'll get you your AI rating as well, Matthew, as well. Hopefully I've spelled your name right. So Sanchez. I think there's better 4.5s than Sanchez. But a solid pick nonetheless. Gabriel. Can't argue. Shaw and Burn, I'm not loving either of those. Not that hot on Man United defence. I think if you go in with a Newcastle... I don't know if you go Newcastle defence because there's a lot of question marks over who starts. Mateta has been at the Olympics. Has the men's football final happened yet? Olympic men's football final. Let's have a look. It's at 5 p.m. I think Mateta was meant to be due back at Palace on Wednesday, so whether he actually starts... Oh, thank you, Simon. Whether he actually starts is another thing. Salah, Foden, again, and one that we don't think will start in game week 1. So there's a few risks here. Mateta and Isak in particular. Oh, had I saved it already? Had just saved it, haven't I? Let me get your rating as well, Matthew. Gonna sneeze, I think. I'm not yet. I was struggling on the stream. So it's spitting out a weird formation here because you've got those minutes risks. Burn, Shaw, Foden, Mateta. So yeah, that one definitely needs some work, Matthew. Shall we have a look at your recommended transfers? So you can get this as a hub member with 50% off. So it recommends Robertson, Son and Mooney's in, which I think would be solid upgrades. Well, Simon's done a great job here because he's actually highlighted who's waiting for a review. Thank you, Simon. If you can keep doing that, that'll be great. So, Annixton on Discord. Did I see someone else on Discord? Was that Nelson? Oh, I've done your suggested transfers, Matthew, so you're sorted. Oh, am I looking in the wrong place? Sorry, I just want to find those that have been asking for a long time. So I was looking for Karan, Lalix, Juicebox. Juicebox I've done now, haven't I? Because that was Andy Slow, I'm pretty sure. I'm doing my best, guys, but it takes a while to do the ratings. And yeah, it's best that I give some some constructive feedback than just rushing through. Simon, Do you mind if I do yours over in the WhatsApp group later? Here's Harry's. So Harry's got Haaland only, Haaland Isak, Nkunku, Rodgers, Eze, Saka, Gordon. Quite a strong front seven there. Vardiol, Robertson, Saliba, Flecken, Burn, Barco, Stewart. Yeah, again, a solid draft. Haaland over Salah, I like that. Yeah, VJ's just said you learn so much from these draft sessions, and he's right. It's not all about getting your own team rated, but you know, everyone can get their free rating on the hub, and then you can get your recommended transfers as a member as well. So you're getting covered. But yeah, I really like this draft. That Rodgers pick, I'm not sure of. Burn, again, not sure on. But the general structure looks great. You've got no Spurs. I think that Leicester away fixture just screams goals to me. So that would be one area that I'd improve on. But yeah, nice structure for the Haaland only. And thank you, Harry. Bobby, this is yours, isn't it? Henderson in goal, I like. Salah over Haaland, which is fine, but you need some City. If you swap Virgil to Vardiol, I'm instantly liking this better. Watkins, Isak, strong front two. Gibbs, White, Salah, Gordon, Palmer, Eze. Yeah, if you swap Vardiol to Virgil, I can't give a Salah only draft anything higher than an 8. John says no love for Burn, I'm picking him. No, because yeah, he might start the season at centre-back, but Newcastle are looking to sign a centre-back. And at left-back, they've got... What's his name? Is it Hall? Something Hall? I don't want to get his name wrong. That'll just be embarrassing. Lewis Hall, that's it. Yeah. Who I think will start at left-back. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I think that's solid. Who else have we got that I've seen out? Yeah, Dewsbury Hall. Is he swapped just a Hall? Steve says I keep scrolling past his draft. I don't know which way to scroll now to get to it. Ali Razer, I've done yours, haven't I? Can't even remember what names I'm looking for now. Let's have a look in the notifications. Karan. There we go. Let's do Karan's because I've definitely seen his request bobbing about. I was going to say, Simon, if you could give me a list of ones to look for again, that would be great. Haaland and Salah, I like. Mooney's and Isak. Brennan Johnson, Gordon, Minter, who I haven't seen in any draft yet. Henderson. So you've gone double Palace defence with Henderson and Munoz, which feels a little much. Vardiol, Barco, Nkunku on the bench. Robinson, Howard, Bellis. Again, I don't know how viable it is to have an Nkunku on your bench via 4.5 million option. I guess is Minter going to be the one who is on your bench most weeks and you're going to start Nkunku but you're benching him for City. Okay, that's fine. No Arsenal defence. Or sorry, no Arsenal in general. It is something to consider. But yeah, really nice draft in terms of having the key areas covered. I think you've got a good balance. It's that double Palace defence and no Arsenal is the bit that concerns me. I think I've done Harry. Henrik. I'm looking for Henrik as well. Let's have a look in the Discord. I know what Abbot's been asking as well. Let's have a look at Abbot. Pickford again. So we've got Haaland, Elliott. It could be a nice pull, actually. Haaland, Isak, Wood, solid. Nkunku, Eze, Gordon, Saka. Nice to see Saka in there. Burn again, not that keen on. I think there's a few to consider, and a few that I maybe wouldn't consider in here. I think the structure, I think having Trent does just send it off a little bit. Whether he's worth the funds, that would be the area of contention. I don't love this one. I do find it hard to read it when it's not kind of picked as a team, as an 11 with the bench. Has anyone got any questions for the chat bot, by the way? Because that's another fun thing to do. Right, Lalex, are you called Lalex on Twitter? Or not? You are. It's not coming up. Oh, Mike says, can I check his draft? Yeah, I can. I'll tell you what, because you've already sent me yours, haven't you, Mike? So I'll do yours on, I'll import it because I definitely saved it. It's there, look. Oh, Beardy is in, good to see you as well. So this is Mike, FPL. Is it Hove-Wolf? Have I got that right? Nice draft this. Haaland and Salah, which I like. Isak, Muniz. I think maybe double Newcastle attack can be a bit much. Could be an opportunity to maybe look at the Spurs attack in there. Vardiol, Mikalenko, Barco. Fine, good. Fairs and Anderson. Rotates nicely with Mikalenko. Really solid draft, to be fair. What rating does it get? 95%. Again, it's probably one of the best for having Haaland and Salah that I've seen, Mike. So you're in a good spot. Have a look at getting Solanke in. Oliver says you can search for names. I can search for names on Twitter, which is going to help. So let's look for... Hang on. I thought I'd done Control F. No, that isn't working. John Dre's made some changes. Still no Haaland. Watkins and Muniz, Isak's like... Yeah, that looks better, John Dre. Yeah, let's see what else we've got in the Discord then. There's a few new members on the Discord to say hello to, so thank you. Alex the Cobra, I've definitely seen his somewhere. Escape Artist. Right, we'll do yours. Raya in goal, I like. Haaland and Salah, I like. Isak and Pedro's fine. Gordon and Nkunku, Eze. Vardiol, Mikalenko. Dallo would be the only player that I'd pick there and think, why Dallo? But yeah, other than that, I really like it. Not much on the bench. That's the compromise. I like the way you've got Arsenal defence. Yeah, Dallo would be the one that I'd change. If you could get a bit of Spurs in there, that would be great. Maybe instead of going Gordon, Isak double up. Who would I go for instead of Dallo? Anderson. Is Dallo 5 or 4.5? I imagine he's 5. Yeah, he's 5. You could downgrade to a 0.5. You could go with a Munoz Mitchell if you wanted. Yeah, really solid. Let me... Let me get your rating. Oh gosh. Didn't like your screenshot. Probably the quality wasn't quite what it needed to be. We've got LJ, who is, I think, is this Chelsea fan. And then Lalax says he's tagged me. Still can't see you. Alex the Cobra. I don't know. I've definitely seen his as well. These are my next two then. So, Alex the Cobra. Johnston's going to move, isn't he? So, you're better off with Henderson. Gabriel Mikolenko Anderson looks great. Hold Bellis and Barco on the bench. Winks on the bench. Saka, Smith Rowe. Nkunku, Salah, Isak. Honestly, I think that's a great draft, Alex. I think this is now becoming like my favourite Haaland and Salah draft. The only thing I would say, no Spurs attack is the only thing. Let me get your rating. Import Alex, open. Oh, VJ with a super chat as well. Oh, super thanks, sorry. Thank you. And John Dre got a question for the AI chatbot. Thoughts on Robertson? This is struggling, this now. Yeah, so 95%, Alex. Solid would be the words I'd use for that one. So, should I pick Robertson? Oh, Lauren's gifted 10 memberships. Wow, thank you, Lauren. That's really kind, thank you. Those that have got these ones are Oliver, Michael, Prince Will, Jamie, Ethany, KM, KG, Greta, Sign, Phil Franz. Nice one. Thank you so much. I'll do yours next, Lauren. Robertson is a solid chance. Predicted 20.5 points. Other defenders like Vardiol have a higher rating. You may want to look at Vardiol instead. Right, Lauren, I have seen yours somewhere. I've got a load more now, though. There we go. So, FPL Lauren, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the rating because I don't know if your screenshot's good enough quality for the free team rating. Let me see. We'll pop it in, see what it does. Flecken in goal is fine. I think Henderson could be a better option if he's nailed. Porro, Livramento, Barco, Anderson and Robinson on the bench. That's fine. Mooney's bench for game week 1, which I feel like he could regret. Minter as first sub is fine. Eze, Salah, Gordon and Nkunku, Isak, Haaland, Mooney's. Really solid once again. I think if you could squeeze a Spurs midfielder in like Brennan Johnson over Gordon, it could just up it a bit more. If you could turn Solanke into Mooney's into Solanke if he gets the move. Right, who hasn't copied across from here then? We're missing a midfielder and a forward. Is that Isak that hasn't come through? And Salah, Gordon and Nkunku, Minter, Eze. Hang on, let me do it this way then. Reset. This is Lauren. So that was Eze. And that was Isak. Save. Optimise. Yeah, I think the issue is that Minter at 5.5 is an expensive player to bench, whereas if you went with a 4.5 light winks there. You're not far off turning Moonies into Solanke. Where you get the extra 0.5 from, I don't know. You might have to take Gordon down to a Smith Rowe if you still want to keep a slice of that Fulham attack. Oh, Holly, can you unhide Lorraine? I dropped my phone. Hang on. Sorry, Lauren. Unhide user. There we go. That should work. I don't know how to refresh this now. F5? No. Right, you should be back, Lauren. Hopefully. I don't know, does that increase your rating? So is it 91%? Although I don't think the AI will love it yet. Oh, and you've joined as a channel member as well. Thank you, Lauren. I really appreciate it. Channel members, by the way, guys. I'll show you the perks. So we've had members live streams, lots of videos in early access. I think if you press the join button, you'll be able to see what you get. Was this the other one I was doing in the Discord? I've done LJ. Have I done LJ? I can't remember now. I feel like I'm going mad. I can't remember. It's gone. It's gone. Right. Oh, there was the one. Oh, you are LJ. And had I done your rating, Blues fan? Hadn't, had I? I was on with doing it. Havertz, again, I don't love. No, I'm sure I have done this one. I have. Ignore me. Right. What was I doing? I was checking my notifications, wasn't I? Right. I tell you what I'll do. There's one other thing that I really want to speak to you about today, and that is Sleeper. Now, you've probably heard a bit about Sleeper if you've been in the FPL community over the last few days. If you're not familiar with Sleeper, it's an app that is a brilliant app covering a fantasy game that was originally in the US, but they've just moved and added the Premier League this season. So the Sleeper app is a great app. You can get live scores on there, breaking football news, and you can also play 2 different fantasy game modes. And the exciting thing is that I'm partnering with Sleeper this season, and this means that I've got £3,000 worth of prizes to give away for the overall leaderboard of my Pick'em League. Now, the link to join Sleeper is in the description for this video. I do need to put it in the live chat as well so that you've all got access to that as well. But it's a prediction game, the Pick'em game. You can basically get a prediction for any Premier League game. So you literally go through and decide whether you want to go for a win, lose or draw, and then you'll be eligible to win those prizes. So I should say that it's for gift vouchers. So it's not going to be cash prizes. It's going to be gift vouchers. So if you join my league using the link, that'll get you in the Pick'em Sleeper prediction league that I'm running with £3,000 worth of prizes. Top prize gets £1,000. Second place is 500. Third place is 300. And fourth to 10th, it does go down from there as well. Oh, we've got CGA raid. Oh, love it. Thank you, Gianni. Thanks for sending everyone this way. So if you are thinking about joining Sleeper, you should absolutely do so. There's only about just over 100 people in this league at the moment, and those that play all season will have a massive advantage for getting these prizes at the end of the season. I'm so excited that I can reward you guys with some great prizes, and the UI is brilliant. So once you've clicked the link to join, which is in the description and it's pinned in the chat, Let me just spam the chat with it again if I haven't already. Then this will take you to the Pick'em League. So each week you'll see the fixtures for the game, and you basically need to go through all 10 fixtures and pick on the club badge of the club you think will win, or an equal sign for the draw. So I've got Manchester United win, Ipswich Liverpool I've not set yet, but you can put draw in, you can do what you like, and then you get a point for each correct prediction that goes on the leaderboard. Now we'll be announcing the weekly prizes as well, but these are the overall prizes that we can get in the Pick'em League. And then there's also a chat in there, so you can chat with me on there. I know the members have got great access to me through the Discord and the WhatsApp, but you can also chat with me in the Sleeper app. This is where you can find all the prizes. So if you haven't joined Sleeper yet, you absolutely should do, because if you get in there early, then you're going to have a massive advantage in terms of winning these prizes at the end of the season. Fantastic, fantastic load of prizes. So please go check that out. I really appreciate everyone that does. The other thing to mention, if I get my scene moves right, is Fantasy Football Hub. If I haven't got round to rating your team today, I'm sorry. There was a lot of you in. I tried to do as many as I could, but you can get your team rated for free on Fantasy Football Hub. Again, the link for that is in the description to this video. I can also pop it in the chat again and pin it. So you can get your free team rating on there. That's absolutely free. The AI will get your team rating. But if you want to sign up to Fantasy Football Hub, 50% off memberships right now. That's only going to be around for the next week. So if you want to join the hub to get your recommended transfers, use the chatbot, the predicted points, all the other stuff on there. You will even get expert team reveals. Then make sure you're joining in the next week. Do it now. And they're so confident that their product will help you win at FPL. If you don't win your mini league at the end of the season, that 50% half price membership, they'll give you a full refund on it, which is incredible. Thank you so much for joining, guys. It's been an incredible stream. I'm absolutely blown away by the amount of gifted memberships that have been given out on this stream. VJ said we're almost at 100 likes, which is incredible as well. Simon says smash the like button. A massive thank you to those of you that have gifted memberships on the stream. I think I lost count of how many gifted memberships we had. It was probably nearly 50, which is just, it's blown me away. The mod squad have done a great job. Hopefully talked over my transition again. Hopefully you're loving all the upgrades on the channel that we've got, including the new graphics on the stream, the chat integration. It's been a lot of work. I'm going to be here every week at 1 o'clock bringing you the press conferences. So next Friday is going to be huge. So make sure you join me for that one. Make sure if you're not subscribed that you hit that button now. I'm trying to get to 35k subscribers by the Game Week 1 deadline. At the moment, the odds are a little bit stacked against me, but you know, the biggest week of the year is to come. So hopefully you guys can help me get over the line. But you know, massively appreciate all the support. Thank you to the mod squad. Thank you to all the new members. And I'll be back. I think I'll probably drop my latest draft after all the pre-season friendlies on Saturday. So look out for that on Sunday morning, but definitely join me. Same time, same place next week. Thank you so much, guys.